welcome back to my channel. Eid is right around the corner and one of my favorite subscribers has been requesting me to do a Eid makeup tutorial. So this video is dedicated to you. I wanted to go more on a glam route this time and this is what I came up with. So in case if you guys want to know how I created this makeup look, then please continue watching. Okay, so there you go guys. This is my new setup. Let me know in the comments down below in case if you like this. Now you guys can see my vanity in the back with my perfume collection and stuff. Let me know if you like this setup more. I think I'm digging this setup more than my previous two setups, but yeah. Okay, so my face is nicely moisturized. So in case if you're doing this makeup for your Eid, you do want this makeup to last a really long time. That's why I'm like taking further steps to prime my face properly. First, I'm gonna be taking this setting spray by Makeup Revolution and I'm just gonna quickly spritz it on my face. So I'm just gonna let it air dry on my face. Okay, so that absorbed really quickly. So I'm gonna take a pore filling primer. This one is by Sugar and I'm gonna be applying it on the areas where I have open pores. Once that is done, I'm gonna be moving on to foundation. I'm gonna be using this one by Physicians Formula. Whenever I do a heavy makeup look, sometimes I prefer my base looking as natural as possible and that's why I'm using this foundation right here. So I'm just gonna take a brush and I'm gonna start patting it into my skin. Can you see how natural my skin is looking? It definitely evened out my skin tone and that is what I'm looking for, but I do have certain problematic areas on my face that I need to cover. I mean, of course I am breaking out when I had to film a makeup tutorial. I indulged in junk food for one day and the next day my face looks like this. I mean, anybody who says that you only have to deal with pimples during your teenage years, they are lying to you, because I am not in my teenage years anymore and I'm still breaking out. So yeah. So to conceal all the redness that I have on my face and the pimples and other problematic areas, I'm going to be using this concealer by Matte Cosmetics. It is their full cover jumbo concealer. I'm going to be using it in the shade 04 Beige. I'm going to be scraping out a lot of it. Not going to use a lot, just a little bit only. Applying it on the areas where I have more redness. So it's definitely the corner of my mouth because I do have some discoloration there. And then here and then here maybe. To blend it all out, I'm going to be using my PAC 219 concealer brush and I'm gonna go again with patting motion like so. Oh boy, I need to shave my mustache. I haven't. I'm definitely not gonna zoom you guys into my face because I don't want you guys seeing my mustache. Not cute. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in because I'm gonna be moving on to my eyes now. So first I'm gonna be using this primer again by Matte Cosmetics. It's in the shade White Ivory and I'm gonna be using this to prime my eyelids. I'm gonna be applying it not only onto my eyelid but also on my under eyes. Not a lot, just a little bit. And then taking my concealer brush, I'm gonna be blending it all out. Okay, so now that our eyes are primed, I'm gonna be using this palette right here by Root Cosmetics and I'm gonna be mostly dipping into the neutral shades in here. First, I'm gonna be using this shade called Play It Safe. It's a very pretty mustard shade and I'm gonna be applying this shade on my crease. I'm using this on my Pro Art PE22 brush. It's a blending brush like so. It's a very big fluffy brush. Tapping off any excess and then I'm gonna be applying it on my crease. I'm also flickering this eyeshadow outwards. Can you see how pretty that shadow looks? I need to go in with another layer on this eye because this one looks more pigmented than this eye. Also going to be taking that same shadow on a small blending brush like so. I'm going to be running that on my lower lash line. Moving on, I'm going to be dipping into this shade right here which is called Sneaky and I'm going to be taking that on my DU Care 09 brush, tapping off any excess because I do not want a lot of this color, and I'm going to be first stamping the color here on my outer corner like so. Once I'm happy with the placement of the eyeshadow, I'm going to start blending out the shade, also extending this outwards a little bit, doing the same on the other eye. Now I'm going to be taking the Pro Art PE22 brush, the brush that I used to apply my crease shade, and without taking any more product, I'm just gonna blend out the edges because we don't need any harsh lines. Okay, so now I'm gonna be taking this champagne sort of shade from this palette. I'm gonna be taking that on my PE19 brush, also by Pro Art, and I'm gonna be packing this shade all over my lid. So a tip for you guys, in case if you have done your base already and then doing your eyeshadow and you're using a brush to apply your lid shade, always make sure that you're patting the product onto your lid and not swiping the brush. So this way you will not get any fallout on your face whatsoever, and you will save so much time by not having to redo your face. Now comes the fun part. Take a colored liner. You can use whichever you want. I'm going to be using this one by Sugar. It's in the shade Peacock. Can you see? It's a bluish green shade. It looks so stunning. In case if you don't want to use like a colorful eyeliner, you can also use a black or a brown, but I just wanted to add a little bit of color and a little bit more fun to this makeup look. Now I'm gonna take this liner and I'm gonna be running it on my waterline, and then taking an angled brush like so, which is very detailed and precise. I am gonna be loading that eyeliner onto the brush, and I'm gonna be lining it very close to my lash line on my upper eyelid. So when you're lining your waterline, also make sure that you drag this eyeliner onto your inner corner like this. Okay, I'm gonna be using a pencil brush and I'm gonna be smudging out the liner now. Make sure that you're not being super messy with this, okay? Keeping it as close to your lash line, like lower lash line, as possible. So I'm gonna be doing the same on my eyelids as well. And okay, I'm gonna be taking the same angled brush. I'm gonna be extending that wing on my inner corner as well. And there you have it. One side is done. I'm gonna quickly finish off the other eye off camera and I'm gonna be back. I would have done this on camera, but my battery is dying and I need to charge my camera, so yeah, be right back. Okay, so the eyes are pretty much done. I'm gonna quickly pop on some lashes. I'm gonna be using this one by Cuffs and Lashes. It's in the style Punji. I'm gonna apply this and I'm gonna be back. Now moving on to my base, I'm gonna be using this concealer by Matte Looks Cosmetics in the shade 04 Beige. I'm gonna be using that on my under eyes a little bit, not a lot, and then I'm gonna blend out the concealer like Then I'm going to be using this concealer also by Matte Looks Cosmetics, the one that we use to prime our eyelids. It's in the shade 01 White Ivory. It's a very light concealer, and that's why I went ahead with the darker concealer first, because if I use this concealer directly, it would have made my under eyes look really chalky and I don't want that. Using my concealer brush again, I'm going to first blend out all the concealer that I have on the centers of my face and then blend my under eyes. Wow, that's a bright under eyes for sure. I'm going to be taking my foundation brush. It does not have any product. I'm just going to be blending out any harsh lines that I have on my face because it is quite intense. I did not anticipate it looking this bright. I'm going to tone it down, don't worry you guys.
A few moments later.
It looks so much better than what it did earlier. So now I'm going to be taking this blush by K Beauty. It's in the shade Flirty Nude. I'm going to be taking a little bit on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to be using the same foundation brush and just blending out that blush. You know, my past two videos was so bright that you could barely see my makeup, and I'm so sorry because I was playing with the camera settings and I definitely did something wrong. When I was editing the video, I was like, whoa, that's too bright. But luckily it was not like a makeup tutorial, or else I would have refilmed it. I hope that the camera, the lighting setup is much better than the past two videos. I'm also going to be applying a little bit here. I think it looks cute. Pretty. I'm going to be setting my under eyes using this powder by Mars. I'm using the lighter shade, which is on the top. I'll be taking my Physicians Formula bronzer and I'm going to lightly bronze my temples, and I'm also going to be applying a little bit here. I'm also going to be contouring my nose a little bit, just giving it a little bit more shape. For highlighter, I'm going to be using this one by Swiss Beauty. You guys know already how much I love this highlighter. So just applying it on the usual area. And I'm going to be applying it on my inner corner like here. Okay, last for my lips, I'm going to be using this lip liner by Forever 52. Now I'm using my NYX, what is this? Lip Lingerie in the shade Push Up. Wow, my lips are hella dry. Okay. It's really dry for a matte lip, so I'm going to be topping it off using this gloss by Swiss Beauty. It's in the shade 02. Okay, so there you go guys, that is the finished makeup look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial, and I'm so sorry in case if I'm not wearing appropriate clothing according to Eid. I do not have any Indian clothes on me because I never wear them. So yeah, I'm so sorry. I do not want to offend anyone. And yeah, tag me on my Instagram in case if you end up recreating this makeup look for your Eid. I would love to see your recreations. And that is it for this video, you guys. Like always, thank you so much for watching my video and supporting my channel. It really means the world to me. I love you guys so much. With that, you guys, I'm gonna take a leave and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video. Bye, Linda. Mwah.